Max, you kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere early last season. Tell us a little bit about your rugby background and how you came to be involved in Scotland Sevens.
I guess I kind of took the long way around. I basically was over here in Edinburgh when I was around 19 years old, and I tried to pursue my academic career as well with Edinburgh University, but I couldn't transfer my course from Trinity to Edinburgh, so I basically decided that I'd go back, finish my degree back in Ireland, and try to get back into the rugby scene after that. And then luckily Munster picked me up when I was over after that, and managed to get myself back into the rugby scene. And John heard about me through, he just heard about me through, who was it? I can't remember, one of the Scottish coaches in Munster, and he gave me a call and basically asked me would I be interested in coming over for the Sevens. And I've always loved Sevens, I've loved watching it, and yeah, I took the opportunity and I've loved it, yeah, loved it here.
You were one of few players to play all 10 tournaments last year, including the Commonwealth Games and the World Cup on top of them. Do you have a personal favourite out of the places you travel to all over the world?
I think my favourite's definitely Sydney. I just love it. The tournament's so well organised. The crowd was awesome, and it helped that I played quite well in that tournament as well. So that was definitely one of my favourite experiences. And then the World Cup as well. One of my favourite memories is just our team when we were 27-0 down, and sorry, 21-0 down was it? 21-0 down, and we managed to pull it back in the last 4 minutes, and that's probably my favourite memory. And San Francisco was a great tournament as well, really well run.
What's it like living in each other's pockets so much? You're away kind of for 2 weeks of every month, and you're with these guys and you're playing with these guys. Is it ever difficult, or is it always a bit of a pleasure?
Definitely a pleasure. As Robbie said, we're all kind of the same age, have the same interests as well. So, and it's a great bunch of lads, and I really enjoy it. I live with Alec Coombs, great lads, and it's just fun. You're going to all these really nice places, and we're all experiencing the same things. I mean, we're all quite new to the Sevens scene as well, so it's quite fun just building our experiences and just playing what we really enjoy.
Is there a member of the core squad that everyone wants to avoid when it comes to the rooming list?
Scott Riddell, maybe. Personally, Scott Riddell. He's a weird bloke, very weird bloke. No, I mean Scott's amazing. He's been such a influence on the whole squad. I mean, he's got something like 68 caps, and he's still ticking along. I mean, he's an amazing character, huge influence on all the boys, and such a leader as well. And it's just amazing. I mean, yeah, he's 30, 32, 33, and he's still playing some of the best stuff he's ever played. It's class having him about. But yeah, I wouldn't like to room with him. Definitely not.
You've got experience of a 15s environment and a 7s environment. Do you feel, is there some family feel to the 7s environment, what with how much time you spend together?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of that's down to John as well, and the environment he's created for us, and also just the group of lads that we have, and no, definitely, because I mean we're away 2 weeks at a time. You're living on top of each other. You get to know absolutely everything about each other. While like in 15s, you kind of go home. You'd only see people if you're going for coffees or doing an activity with them. While in 7s, you're in a hotel room with the same guys. You're training. You know, you can't get away from them. And but I think it's a great thing, and I've really enjoyed it. But I mean, maybe a few people don't, but I've loved it, yeah.
You follow the summer around the world playing rugby. It's an amazing lifestyle to have, but it's tough. Tell us about difficult conditions you've encountered.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is tough. Like sometimes, like I remember there was a training session actually in Sydney where it was around 35 degrees, 36 degrees, and we were really struggling through it. And the way we prepare for that is we do some work with Vicky. We in the heat chambers, so we do like cycling for an hour in a heat chamber, a really like warm room, and it's tough, but it like perfectly prepares you for what we're going to encounter on the pitch. And I mean, yeah, I think it was Sydney in particular last year where, I mean, boys were getting sunburnt, and it's just tough because we're obviously used to the Glasgow weather and playing in these sort of conditions, and it just, you can't quite prepare yourself for it. But I think we've done a tremendous job in overcoming that and just preparing ourselves for it and playing through it.
Being such a tight group squad, are there certain individuals within the squad that you'll go to for certain things? Say if you're in a good mood, is there someone that you'll lean towards? But if you're kind of feeling a bit down, is there someone you'll go to? Or if you're after advice for something, what roles do people play within the squad for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, the obvious, we've Robbie and Farnzo, the captains. I mean, if there's anything bothering you, you'd go to them. I mean, they're young boys, but they've got like leadership heads on them. They're very clued in, and they know what's going on. And then, I mean, and you'd go to John as well. I mean, John's a fantastic coach as well, and he knows what boys are feeling usually anyway. So, and then you'd go to the boys for that. And then in terms of like experience and in terms of anything rugby related, obviously, yeah, Farnzo again, and Scott Riddell. Scott's usually who I'd go to for any sort of fix-ups that I'm struggling with on a sevens pitch, because I mean he's played so many tournaments. He's seen it all. Do you know what I mean? He can play on the wing if he wants. So yeah.
And the rest of the World Series, are any that you're really looking forward to getting back out there?
Yeah, definitely London and Paris, just because like everyone at home can watch you and get behind you as well. Obviously last year we were a bit disappointing, and I think this year the boys, we've managed to get past that 10 tournament mark on average per player, which everyone talks about, and I think we're a more experienced group this year, and hopefully we'll be able to bring some of the challenges that we faced last year and just bring that to the London Sevens, and hopefully show people what we can do. And I'm actually really excited about this group in particular, as in last year some of our performances, we were very up and down, very inconsistent. Sometimes we'd win games which we weren't expected to win, but then slip up in games that we really should have won. Well, this year we've had 2 quarterfinals, and I think we're just more consistent. Just through that experience, we've fed off that, and I think we can push on. I really do. I think that like, yeah, even the games that we're losing now, like we're losing by such fine margins, and actually if you watch the games, we should be winning. Do you know what I mean? So while last year we just let games run away from us, while
you feel like you've taken a step down the line.
Yeah, 100%. Like we're actually in control of all the games we're playing, and I think that's down to the structure we've set, and just our defence and our aggression, and all the work the boys have been doing on the restarts as well. I just think like we've come on leaps and bounds, and I think we're a team that's actually really feared now, just because we're a team that can do everything. We've big lads, small lads, like evasive boys, and yeah, I don't think teams like to face us now, and I think it's great. Like, yeah,
it's not a sport where your family can follow you and watch all your games live, but do they get up in the middle of the night and they watch you, and are you getting messages the whole time? What's that like?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, the support we have is phenomenal, and it's amazing to hear your friends back home waking up at like 1 o'clock to watch you. You're just like, why are you bothering? But no, it's honestly amazing the support we get, and my parents have also tried their best to make as many of the series as they can. And they were a big factor in me signing for the Sevens just because they wanted to follow me about the world and use it as a holiday for themselves. But I think they made 4 tournaments last year, which is really impressive. And no, the support's been phenomenal.